I've seen a lot of conversation about how entertaining it is to watch the right wing get in each other's way over their collective indecision about whether they are attacking Harris's identity based on who she is, or whether they're attacking Harris's identity based on who she is not. And whether they are conscious of it or not, what they are wrestling with is the myth of the dichotomy of model minority and problematic minority being embodied in one person. I was watching Ben Shapiro's bit on how Harris is not Black American, and if all of the things that he highlighted in that bit make her not Black American, it was a very unflattering tell on what Ben Shapiro thinks defines being Black American. Like ignorance and lack of empathy for regions outside the United States that were negatively impacted by the transatlantic slave trade, including Jamaica. Patriarchal Western religious practices that produce weak women, uneducated parents, poor neighborhoods, and not investing in children's education. And he isn't saying that these things about Harris's background contrast with the experience of many Black Americans. He is saying that these things define Harris as not Black American. And many of the things that he mentioned touch upon the things that get said about Asian Americans when Asian Americans are being weaponized against Black Americans via the model minority myth. Now, it's not for me to comment on what does and doesn't define being Black American. However, as an Asian American, I can speak to this one, where he's talking about how classmates at Harris's high school said that in general, the students at that school were more concerned about things like who had the latest Jordache jeans than social topics like racism. And that shows ignorance towards something that is familiar to all people of the global majority in the United States, and that's how to navigate in white spaces. That a student of the global majority may have been known to her white classmates as having had the same superficial concerns that they did, such as who has the latest jeans, does not mean that she was not aware of and experiencing racism. More likely than not, what it means is that she was hiding it by not talking about it to her white classmates because it wasn't safe.